Let's get ready to podcast. B B B D D L B B B D D L B B B B D L. Y'all ready for this? Woo! Team Bark. The Demon Knights. It's the Predators. Get down. The Shinigamis. The Nature Boys. Woo! Coming to a rink near you. The 7-man boy band.
Doing an interview for the podcast with Johnny Roberts. He was a fill-in this Sunday. He's on the sub list and helped Jesse, come through on his shout out that he was gonna win. So when Jesse gave you a call, what did he say?
I was laying in my bed Sunday morning. Sunday. Luckily, I didn't go out the night before. Got a text at 9 o'clock. Asked if we could come and play. Heard we were playing Biddlecom. I always love playing Biddlecom.
You hear it's a pretty good rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, every game we play with him is pretty tight. He works hard.
He hustles. He does hustle.
He's a hustler.
And if you watch my last podcast, you guys know exactly how I feel about Jesse.
Yeah, good dude. But like I said, it's always fun to go play him, so there's a little extra motivation to come, play in the game. It's the first game in a couple weeks. Haven't been playing since Tuesday stopped, pretty much.
Sad day.
Yeah, so it took a while to, get my life
back into it.
me. He saw me dead after.
Yeah.
So we came to get some water a couple times from outside, but
We're more than happy to supply that.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was pretty tight until the end there. But we kind of shut it down on defense. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. The Sunday morning league is a lot of fun because I was playing with people I'd never played with before,
Right.
and one thing that I'm always looking at for people I see each week is what kind of styles they play, and what I like about other people's games. So it was real fun to link up with Morgani. He sees the floor real well.
He's come a long way.
Good passer, and he gets open when I need an outlet for him. So that was a lot of fun to play with him and play against Jesse again. Yeah, it was a good time, and I'm definitely looking to join in on Sunday for next session probably.
Nice. I would probably bet that you'd be a first rounder or a second rounder. It's been a big talk about whether Morano should have been a second rounder or whether he was trash and should have been a late rounder. What do you think about that?
I think
You played with Morano.
Morano could be a first rounder, I think. When me and Morano play forward together, it feels like we get excessive 2-on-1s.
He's a fast dude. He goes to the net. He finishes. I really like the game style he's kind of brought lately. He plays with Bob and Cam, and Cam does a lot of roaming, but Morano's been like a just real fast grinder, gets to the net, set it up, force a defenseman over, and it opens them two up, and they pass so well. It's pretty.
One thing with him is he'll carry it down the side, and he's deceptively fast. You think for a big guy sometimes he won't be fast, and he'll cut in real hard and make the pass back door.
Right.
He got that nice toe drag. So
I agree.
He kind of
I agree.
All, so.
You had some other people on that team. That's normally Jesse's team. They were missing 3. You had Delicente. I think he played a lot defense.
Yeah.
Pretty solid defenseman.
Solid defense.
He's got some moves.
Yeah, he had
Got a good shot.
Nice top corner shot from the point on when it was tight. So that was a nice little.
Yeah, you guys all seem to gel together. And the one thing that we always talk about on Sundays is how close the teams are. Like playing on Tuesdays and Mondays and other things, that when you got a captain like me who's smart, he knows how to build his team up. You tend to have some pretty top end teams and some pretty low end teams, but every team here seems to be pretty close. Games are close.
I think that's what's appealing about the Sunday mornings league is you get to play with people you don't normally play with, and it's like a lot of times you're thinking, oh, this guy's so good. I love to build that into our team or something like that.
Right.
And you finally get a chance to play with some guys, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's what's exciting about that. And you're never hearing what team you play and thinking, it's a blow-off game.
Right.
Or, maybe they're going to kill us or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's nice that pretty much every game is competitive. I know I got there a little bit early, and even the game before us was a 1 or 2 goal game.
Yeah, 2 goals.
Yeah, it was awesome. You guys
Pulled out the dub against Hill's team. That team skates their ass off.
Yeah.
But and they got the best goaltender in the league. Casillas is a man-child.
Stood on his head for sure.
But I went with the game plan that if I got a bunch of goal scorers, a bunch of fast guys, that no matter who you put in net, we'd be able to be there. And it's worked out so far for us.
Well, the best.
3-1. Tied with Jesse now at 3-1. And we play Jesse next week, so.
Meet us up.
Hey, listen, I'll let you know. I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. I'm going to be in sunny Florida with my feet back, drinking a colada. We're doing all types of stuff, that good stuff. But I have faith in my team, and if anybody drops, we'll give you a call. Because you need 2 down to get 1 sub, or 3 for 2, or whatnot. But tell us a little about yourself. How long you been playing? How you got started?
Well, I started playing ice hockey when I was real young. Played all the way up until high school. I really hadn't played roller hockey until maybe 9th grade when I met my friend Cordell, obviously.
I love that guy right there. He's a stud.
Love you, Cordell. Can't wait for you to get back for summer session.
Oh yeah, baby.
But yeah, he was really big into roller hockey, and since we were hanging out all the time, he started a team, and that's when we first kind of got into it in like 17 or 18.
And that's when I met them, and I dubbed them the Italians. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Cordell, Roberts, and Piscatello were the Italians.
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun playing that game, and Higgs was reffing, so he kind of recruited
Called
us
him up to the
once,
pros, buddy.
Once we all turned 18, he knew
I had to beat G to it.
Yeah.
G was always trying to, get him. He got Cam before I got there, but I got the Italian, so it evened out.
But and then just kind of playing roller hockey, once a week, I felt like help with my hands in ice hockey and my corner play, just because you're not worried about getting crushed against the board, so you can really work on your angles, and I think that's probably one of the stronger parts of my game, behind the net and in the corners and making my outlet passes, which we did a lot of yesterday, which was kind of helped us keep the game. But yeah, then went off to college, played as much as I could in the summer, but during the year we couldn't play much. So it's been nice now that I graduated. I've been playing every week since summertime. Feel like I'm coming along.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
So it's been a lot of fun. Can't wait to keep playing each week, and I'm excited for that. Excited to put another team together for summer, and hopefully get the band back.
Make a run for it.
Mac and Mariah.
Woo!
Hopefully, we'll see.
You heard that, Mac.
Yeah.
Jesse, you heard that. We're openly recruiting Mac still, even though he told you he's not leaving. We are still gonna recruit him. We got threads, wheels, bearings, whatever you need. You just call me. Make this happen.
Yeah.
Morano, I already gave you enough stuff. You should already stay.
Yeah, I mean, we always have fun playing with those guys, and Mac's such lockdown defense there.
And the key word is we have fun. There's no meltdowns on this team.
No yelling.
Was there a meltdown on Sunday? A little bit. It wasn't a grade A nuclear bomb meltdown, but it was a good enough. Fuck!
It's tough to have a meltdown when you're down by 5, or 4, or whatever.
Well, he did. He did have a meltdown.
That one guy with the 2-color helmet had a meltdown on my back.
Oh, yeah. We all saw that. I'm glad that you didn't retaliate. The commissioner's happy you didn't retaliate. Yeah. That's not what this league's about. We get it. Sometimes people get frustrated, but it's about having fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the episode, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned for my picks and all that good stuff, and all my crazy pictures from Florida, because I'm going to take 1 million of them and put them right in. So be ready. Woo! Well, hey guys, welcome to the podcast this week. We were invited to the Tringalia Sportsplex down here, a big outdoor sports league down in Florida. They heard about the podcast, they heard about the BDL and what we're doing, and they invited me down. It's kind of why I'm going to miss my game Sunday, but I mean, the sun is shining and there's no snow, so I guess I couldn't really turn it down. Cameraman, take a little swipe of our place here. Now back to business. The first week, we're into week 4, I believe now, and a couple teams are 3-1. Mine the Nature Boys, and Jesse and the Rippers, also known as Barbaric or Bark or whatever the fuck they are. And I got a couple 2-2 teams. I believe the Predators and Predators. Oh, that's right. And those Demon Knights, 2-2. And then you got a couple 1-3 teams. That 7-man boy band and the Shinagamis. All right, so that rounds off the ratings this week, and we'll jump right into the first game, which was 7-man boy band and the Predators. I thought at the beginning of that game the Predators had a horrible game plan. They were running 2-man back and 1-man forward, and it didn't work out for them. I believe in the second period they changed it to a little bit more offense, and that really helped out for them. Really got them in a goal-scoring mode, and then they just started firing them. I think for the 7-man boy band, missing that 7-man boy band really hurt them. Phil Serafini not being there, that didn't help them out any. Johnny Applefeed not really feeding as many apples as he should have. Story on that one was he didn't have all of his equipment. I believe I saw him with only 2 wheels on his skates, which is crazy because a big dude like us trying to stop on 2 wheels doesn't work too well. Gotta have 4 wheels on your skates. And using other people's equipment doesn't help too much. But I think, again, they're a better team. They're working out the kinks. It helps if Hunter Weber shows up and some of the other guys really helps out. But that wasn't really a close game as it should have been. And the Predators won to go to 2-1. And 2-2, I mean. And so good for the Predators. Not so good for that 7-man boy band. Game 2 was a barn burner. It was the Nature Boys and the Shinagamis. Best goaltender in the league playing for the Shinagamis on Casillas, played out of his mind, makes saves all the time. I mean, I could do a podcast every week on just how good some of the goalies are in this league and how good they are, and just how they could really steal a game. But we didn't let them steal a game from us this week. We took it to them. It was a close game right until the very last minute when my boy Jimmy Nowinski put in a 3-on-1 on him. So we were down 2-3, and he puts it in. It really helps out. Bob Bowers played out of his mind. I think best 3rd-round pick. I don't think anyone could fight that. 3rd-round pick, leading scorer on the team, leading go-getter, a fireball on the floor. He doesn't stop. He doesn't quit. He just plays hard. Love him to death. We all love him. Everybody on my team is pretty much a pass and that type of guy. They look for the open guy. It's really nice. And I got to give credit to my goalie, who let up a bunch of goals before these last 3 games, but only let 4 goals in this game. That's huge. Again, a goalie could win it for you. Defense can win it for you. Offense always wins, I think. So game plan's working so good for the Nature Boys this week, last couple weeks. So I'm liking it. The last game was the undefeated Rippers, Bark, green jerseys, whatever you want to call them, going up against Hackett's team and my co-host, who is here in heart, but not here, Joe. He's right, like here, kind of. Joe's team, and Jesse called a win. He didn't show up, and they won. So apparently, for what I hear, he called Johnny Roberts. Johnny Roberts connected with those boys out there, Delicente and Nick Morganti, and they clicked, and it was a good show. And you ready for it? We got our first Jesse meltdown, a good goddamn fuck, a couple times, and that really makes everybody happy when Jesse has his meltdown, because then we know that, we're having fun. So that wraps up pretty much our who won and who didn't win and how the games went. And yeah, I'm really excited about the league so far and everything that's going on in it. And yeah, let's keep it going, because what else are we doing on a Sunday morning?
Come on, Maui.
I got it.
Welcome back, folks. Just decided to scurry on over to the nice waterfront down here. Have a relaxing power rankings. Because, the Nature Boys are back on top, boys. The Nature Boys are back on top. So for my power rankings, which is the only power rankings that really matter, got the Nature Boys at 1. Woo! Got Jesse Biddle coming at 2. 3. 3. I'm gonna put the Predators 3. They're 2-2. They put up a good fight. All their games have been close. I don't really feel it ain't been a blowout. I'm gonna go with let's see here. I'm gonna put the Demon Knights at 4. They're 2-2 also. I'm gonna put the 7-man boy band at 5, and I'm gonna put the Preds at the Shinigamis at 6. They're last place. Good hard fighting team. Lost by a couple, very close games, all of them. So I feel like Shinigami's in last. The 7-man boy band. Maybe Johnny Appleseed will change my mind this week with a couple assists to his boy Howie Dingles. And we got Demon Knights, Predators, Jesse's team at 2, and them Nature Boys, because we're back in 1. And after this week, we'll still be in 1. Woo! Welcome back to the third part of the podcast, my friends. My picks. This week, we got, if you haven't noticed, maybe you've been away from Facebook or social media lately, but you got the 3-1 Nature Boys. Woo! Playing against Jesse's team, who are also 3-1. Well, I know this is going to come as a surprise, but I'm picking the Nature Boys to win. I think Jesse's team will come with a whole lot. I think that they got a lot of great players. Waring, Brody's a great goaltender, and I'm missing somebody on that team that's like a good passer or something. Oh well, not worried about it. Nature Boys for the win. Next game is the Predator versus the Shinigamis. I've been going back and forth all week. A 2-2 versus a 1-3. But I'm putting my money on the Shinigamis. I think they need some more scoring. I think that's where their offset is scoring. And I think that the Preds do a great job of scoring. They got they got a good team. They score goals. They got a great goaltender also. But I'm gonna go with the upset and say that the Shinigamis take that one. I just feel like they've been in so many close games that one's got to pop out. And the last game of the week is the Demon Knights versus the 7-man boy band. Another one that I'm having a hard time with, but I feel like, well, I'm just going to say it like Far does. You can't bet against Hackett. You just can't bet against that. And that team coming off a big win against a team that was 3-0. And so I'm going to go Demon Knights. And wish everybody luck, but I think the Demon Knights are going to take that. I think that Hackett's going to come back with some explosiveness, and I really feel like that's going to carry them over the top. I just want to thank everybody for listening to my podcast, watching the podcast. There's a couple things that are going to be going down. We're going to be selling 50-50 raffle tickets to raise some money for the cup. Or if everybody thinks that it's a better idea to everybody just chip in $10 and we get our cup and we have money for a party at the end of the year, we could do that too, or we could do both. Let me know what you guys feel about it. I appreciate you guys watching my podcast every week and getting as into it as I do. I had a great time filming it from down here in Florida. I want to thank my dad. He did all the camera work this week. And thank all of you guys for watching. Good luck Sunday. And, I'll catch you guys, sometimes later. Maybe on the flip. Deuce! And remember, people out there, tough times never last, but tough people do.